So video 2, my foot's on the brake, push the button and we're running. Now you've got all these buttons along the bottom which you don't actually need to use, but you can. I'm just going to turn the radio off. Now the screen I'm looking at is on the radio because that's what's previously been on the screen. So whatever's been on the screen before will remain when you restart the car. Moving from the bottom, this is your energy button. I'll explain that in a minute. That will blast the windscreen, heated rear screen, and it also heats the door mirrors. That will turn your fan off and on, and that will recirculate the air if you're in a traffic jam. We've then got the fan there, and it's dual fan. You can set different temperatures for each side of the vehicle, and it's on auto aircon, which is worth leaving it on. We then got the radio, which it was previously on, satellite navigation, car function, connected apps, and phone function. So whilst you can use all of those, you can also use 3 fingers, which I find easier, and just tap the screen. And it brings all the main features up that are basically at the bottom. If I hit phone function, if you want to pair your phone, which most people do, turn your phone on, go into vehicle settings and hit the Bluetooth button. This makes it visible, and then push Bluetooth search and it will search for your phone. And it's quite straightforward. It won't find mine because my Bluetooth isn't turned on. Very straightforward. Hit the button again, vehicle settings. Everything's turned on for you, so you don't really need to do anything. Automatic dipping headlights, so when you're on main beam it will dip. Main beam dip, main beam dip. Parking sensors are on, traction controls on, don't need to turn that off. And if you had a puncture, it'll warn you, or if you alter the tyre pressures, you do need to reinitialize it just by hitting yes, and a ping will come up to say that's all done. And then got vehicle settings on the bottom, and you can go in and customize things such as parking, blocking door mirrors, folding. We don't want to do that, I don't think. If you want the rear wiper in reverse, you can turn it on, and if you want the mirrors to fold when you put it into reverse, you can do that by turning it on. Headlights, personally I would leave all of those on. Directional lights, adaptive lighting, welcome lighting, and guide me home lighting, it just does it all for you. Comfort, mood lighting. If you wanted to unlock the driver's door only, you can, and so on. But to be honest, this is what most people leave it at. Safety, active speed brake is on, speed recommendation is on, driver attention warning, so we'll turn that on. If you've been driving for a couple of hours, it'll just warn you to stop and have a break. So that's that. Radio, very straightforward. We've got radio 4 in presets. Push the list. If you want radio 2, hit that, push and hold, and you've got that, so you can preset what you like. Clip on that again. Satellite navigation. This is actually I was just showing where it is. So if I push search, it's the easiest way to use it. Put the postcode in and follow the instructions. Very straightforward. Climate control, I've kind of already touched on. Perhaps the passenger wants 19 degrees, driver wants 18. Leave it on auto aircon, it does it for you. And if you push that button there, you can set whether it's 3, 2, 1 from a heated point of view, and the same on the passenger side. Going back again, applications. Now with this, I'm not sure on this model whether you need to actually plug it into the USB or whether it will automatically stream through on your phone. But basically, if you've got an iPhone, you've got Apple CarPlay, and you should be able to just plug the cable in, plug it into the phone, and it will mirror what's on your car. Now, once you set your phone up and you set up your connected apps, could be Android Auto if it's an Android, or Apple CarPlay, we can then move across to the steering wheel. If your phone only is plugged in, you would use that button to answer calls, and you have, once you've programmed all your radio stations in, you can scroll through, you can list and scroll through, and that will play different music. If you have got your mirror screen, which is either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connected, this is far better to use. It's like Siri, so you can push that button and say, ring Graham at Yeomans, if you've got me on my mobile phone, and it will ring me, and so on. Very, very easy to use and quite intuitive. That will do the volume for the radio, and if you use your phone or Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it will cut the radio, and that will alter the volume because it goes through the speakers. I think that's pretty much it. If you have got any other queries, do give me a call, or if indeed you'd like me to do any more videos on anything, more than happy to before it goes. But I think these are quite lengthy and okay. Give us a call if you've got any queries, and I'll speak to you when the driver is leaving with your car.